This is a personal project that I made myself. It's called Reeler.net, and essentially it's another tool to solve the eternal problem of what to watch on TV tonight. The idea came because if you go to, say for example, Rotten Tomatoes, and you see a film and you're kind of unsure as to whether or not you want to watch it, you can see that there's lots and lots of critic reviews on it, but they have a difference of opinion a lot of the time. So, for example, Angie Han doesn't like this film, Ben Satters does. I don't know who either of these people are, and I could get to know them by reading all of their back catalogue reviews, but then there's so many reviewers, how am I supposed to find the perfect one for me? Like, I want to be able to find a reviewer who has the same opinion as me, and then just follow their advice from there on out. So, with that in mind, I implemented Reeler.net. So I'll just show you the interface, and then I'll show you a little bit about how I made it. So the interface, I've kind of borrowed the design of Tinder. Tinder essentially is an application for making lots and lots of decisions, and those decisions being recorded, and eventually you find a match. So though this is rather different, I've kind of used that principle. You're presented with a film, such as The Joker. You can click on it and see a little bit more information about it, just to refresh your memory about what it is. And you can make a decision if, no, I didn't like it, yes, I did like it, or skip, maybe I haven't seen it, or I just don't hold any strong opinions about it. For The Joker, personally, I thought it was quite good. So I click like. Lion King, I think everybody loves The Lion King. Mr. Brooks. Can't say I've seen that, so I click skipped. It's the Johnny Cash biography. Yeah, very good. I enjoyed that a lot. So I'll keep clicking through these other films, and when we get to the end, you'll be presented with who your perfect match is. So in this instance, it's a film reviewer called Chris Hewitt. And select that and find out a little bit more about how we match and what his preferences in films are. So you can see that we're an 86.4% match. What does that mean? Essentially, it means that he likes the same films that I like here, and he doesn't like the films that I don't like there. After matching, I can then see what his favourite films are, and hopefully be able to find some interesting nuggets in there for me to watch this evening. I can click on his link to Rotten Tomatoes and view his profile page and get all of his film recommendations from there. Follow him as I see fit. So how did I implement this? Well, oh dear, Rotten Tomatoes is down, unfortunately. So the way that this was implemented was I wrote first some data extraction tools that go through Rotten Tomatoes and finds a big long list of reviewers. It gets all of the reviews of each of these reviewers, and then all of the films that each of those reviews references. Once I've compiled all of this data onto my into my program, once I've sort of aggregated all of that in, then I go about processing it. What I've done is I've constructed a tertiary tree. So there's 3 branches, as you saw on the application, of yes, no, and unseen. And I calculate which film is going to be displayed for each of these options based off a little bit of criteria. And that criteria is the film, is it going to split the critics the most? So what I would want is for the first film that you get presented with to be the most controversial. So The Joker splits critics who don't like it and do like it as close to 50-50 as possible. So that's the kind of heuristic that I'm seeking to optimize. That being said, if I do that, a lot of the time it was a film that had only 2 reviews, and 1 review liked it and 1 review didn't. So there is an extra bit of weighting to try and find the most popular films as well. From that split, we can get a new selection of reviewers, just the ones who didn't like that last film, and we can find which film splits them the most. In this case, The Lion King weirdly splits it. I have no idea how anyone could not like The Lion King, but there it be. All of this information is supplemented with sort of data from an API for IMDb, so that you can see this lovely poster and you can see all this metadata and stuff. So we're aggregating the data from Rotten Tomatoes, we're aggregating data from IMDb, and we're processing it in an algorithm that optimizes for most entropy between reviewers. And yeah, that's essentially a small little application that I made based off a principle that I had, and yeah, I hope that I can implement something similar in the future. Thanks for watching.